Howdy there, folks. Welcome back to another video. Now, I was on ChatGPT last night. I actually stayed up pretty late asking it some of the world's most burning questions, figuring out some of my own life issues and maybe how to deal with them. Now, many people have referred to myself as perhaps the most overrated YouTube fisherman of all time. It's pretty hard to argue with that. But that got me to thinking, what if I asked ChatGPT, what are the top 10 most overrated fishing lures of all time? Well, I asked ChatGPT, and the results might shock a few of you. First of all, I'd just like to point out how unsettling it is that ChatGPT has good manners when it's talking to you. I asked my question, and then it starts off by saying, "Great question. I don't like a machine trying to be polite to me." There's just something about that rubs me the wrong way. It also likes to quantify things like, while overrated can be very depending on region, skill level, and water conditions, here's a breakdown on some specific lures that have often been criticized or labeled as overrated. Now, right off the bat, I see a famous fishing lure, the banjo minnow. Not sure if you guys have heard of it. I feel like it's one of those as seen on TV fishing lures that you just hear about over and over again. So here's the deal. Why is it overrated? According to ChatGPT, heavily marketed on infomercials in the early 2000s as the fish can't resist lure, while it caught fish under certain conditions, it was gimmicky and didn't hold up to actual angler expectations in real world use. Common complaints were poor durability, limited effectiveness, marketing overperformance. How is that a complaint that the marketing overperformed? Like, isn't that a good thing? Isn't that the point of a marketing campaign, is to perform well? You can't be mad at them because the marketing campaign went well, okay? Bait number 2. The Rebel Popper. This popper made waves decades ago and still sells well, but it's often outperformed by more modern topwaters like the Rapala, Skitter Pop, the River to Sea Whopper Plopper, or even walking baits like the Zero Spook. Doesn't walk well, lacks casting distance, and minimal updates over time. Bait number 3, and we have our Guggen baits appearance, which I figured we would see some Guggen on this list. Anytime you hear the word overrated, a lot of people jump on Guggen. While Guggen Squad revolutionized marketing to younger anglers, that's true. Many of their early bait molds, like the Kraken Crawl or Bandito Bug, have been criticized as copies of existing designs, often with softer plastics that tear more easily. So that was definitely something that I remember hearing when Guggen baits first came out, was how soft the plastic was, especially on like the Bandito Bugs. Number 4, the Live Target Hollow Body Frog. Despite looking ultra realistic, many anglers found it had poor hookup ratio due to soft collapsibility issues and an overly detailed body that hindered performance. Haven't had too much experience with live target topwater frogs in the past. Number 5, the original Rattle Trap. What? Okay, some of these just don't make any sense. Like, I could see the Guggen baits being on there. I could see maybe the banjo minnow because it's been on commercials, but you mean to tell me that the original Rattle Trap, the Bill Lewis Rattle Trap, is an overrated lure? The Bill Lewis Rattle Trap is iconic and deadly in certain scenarios, especially in open water or burning over grass, but many anglers try to use it in places where lipless crankbaits just aren't ideal. Snags constantly in grass and wood, shines in specific conditions only. Oh, that is malarkey. Shines in specific conditions only. Yeah, right, bro. A lipless crankbait's one of the most universal fish catching machines of all time. Okay, well, this list is starting to get a little crazy now. Number 6 is the original chatterbait. Dude, do you know what overrated means, ChatGPT? Before the jackhammer hit the scene, the original chatterbait had serious inconsistency issues with blade vibration and wire durability. Yeah, I don't know that these are real issues on today's modern chatterbaits, but okay, this is ChatGPT we're talking about here. Number 7, the Gary Yamamoto Senko. For the price, so at least they specified that it was because they're so expensive. No doubt the Senko catches fish, but many argue it's overpriced and too fragile compared to stick baits like Yum Dinger or Max Scent the General. I don't know what the hell that is. Number 8 is the Hedon Torpedo. Tail spinner topwater lure had a cult following, but in modern fishing, it's considered a relic. So I'm trying to remember what the torpedo is. Number 9, the Spro BBZ1 swim bait. Built like a big swim bait, but lacks the glide bait magic of a Depps or a Huddleston. Too bulky for most conditions, but not big enough to draw true giants. Okay, never used a big Spro swim bait before in my life, and I guess we will be in this video. To round out the top 10 most overrated lures according to ChatGPT, we have the MEPS inline spinner, which couldn't be in a better spot because me personally, I think inline spinners are kind of overrated. I know, don't come for me. I know it's a universal fish catcher, I get it. Legendary for trout and panfish, but often gets lumped into bass kits. In reality, it's rarely a go-to for serious bass anglers. Well, I guess I specified this for bass fishing. I don't know if I agree with like over half of those picks by ChatGPT as overrated. I'm gonna buy every single one of those lures that ChatGPT just told us to, and we're gonna get to the bottom of whether or not overrated fishing lures can still get the job done. I'll see you boys at the lake. Welcome to the lake, ladies and gentlemen, and I have gathered what I believe to be the top 10 most overrated fishing lures, bass fishing lures of all time, according to ChatGPT. There we go. Man, look at that little pretty pile of overhyped, overrated, too expensive baits. Now look, I'm not attacking any of these baits personally, okay? I'm just going by what the robot told me. But if one of these lures is like your favorite lure of all time and you want to defend your favorite lure, then by all means tell me that I'm wrong and tell ChatGPT to shove it. Definitely get in that comment section, guys, and defend these lures, please. I am just the messenger here. Don't shoot me, okay? Now, just because a lure might be overrated does not mean that it doesn't work. Starting with the old banjo minnow. This might be one of the most talked about, most endorsed lures of all time. Not only have I never used a banjo minnow, but what the freak is all this stuff? I'm gonna have to watch a YouTube tutorial just to figure out how to rig these gosh darn things. There's the old Googan baits, no explainer needed there. I kind of figured Googan was gonna make its way on the overrated list. Got a couple of heat-on torpedoes, couple different color options there. Same with the Rebel Pop R's, got 2 of them. Got 2 original chatterbaits. I also was not able to find a Spro BBZ swim bait, but I found this gigantic thing. So this is a KGB Chad Shad 180. They also did not have any live target frogs at Academy today, so luckily I had one of these that was already in my truck. Got a couple rattle traps and some really interesting color patterns, and of course a pack of the good old-fashioned Gary Yamamoto's, the Fighting Senkos. Well look, we've got 10 baits to choose from. We've got a juicy lake sitting right here that is just ready to explode. Tons of big fish out here, and I have 10 different ways to try to catch them. Whether they are or not overrated is really not my concern. What I'm trying to prove today is whether or not these baits will in fact do what they say they're gonna do. This is what I call a good looking start right here, boys and girls. On this little finesse combo, we got one of the inline spinners out of that pack. Then we got the big Spro swim bait right there. Cannot wait to play with that. Pretty good looking glide bait, I'm not gonna lie. Then we got the chatterbait on that combo and the live target frog on that one. So we got top water, mid surface, big bait, small bait. So I kind of like what we got going on here. And the good news is we have a ton of top water lures and soft plastics left. So as the sun starts going down, hopefully we can make that transition to top water a little bit more. And then hopefully we can zero in on a big fish on this overrated gear. Enough talking, let's get out on the water. Pedal boats? Don't mind if I do. Get some weight distribution here. Oh yeah, we're gonna be leaning. Oh good, we're in photo mode. Hell yeah. You know what I could do? I could just straddle. What if I did one of these? Oh shit. What if I dumped every one of my rods in the lake? There's no rod storage. That's the only downside of this monstrosity. All right, now that we got her going full power, and we got our weight distributed really good right now too, so. Oh, we're moving now, baby. Holy shit, look at this speed. Straighten her up. Look at that wake back there, son. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I kind of want to start off with the big boy. So this was the Spro swim bait. Well, potentially not the exact swim bait, but now ChatGPT claims that this thing doesn't work that good. ChatGPT said this swim bait's a. Well, let's look at it. Yeah, it's a real slow sinker. It doesn't have the, it definitely likes to roll on you. I'm also not the world's most knowledgeable swim bait guy of all time, especially glide baits. That's never really been my thing. This is kind of all I know how to do with the glide baits. Just kind of like boop, boop, boop. It's like an S waver, you know, it's just kind of like shoo, 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 is basically what it's doing in the water. It's got a really good side to side darting action. Like that wasn't the worst thing in the world to me. Let's see what the straight retrieve looks like. Yeah, straight retrieve looks all right. What is ChatGPT talking about? Are they just pulling random answers out of their mechanical behind or what? This thing looks really good. Like it's really easy to work, which like for me in a swim bait, like that's key. I can't have something that requires a ton of skill because I don't have it. Now we're also not gonna get stuck on one bait too long. We just wanna kind of pick it up, throw it, see how it is, and then cycle on to something else. Because we got 10 lures over here, by the way. If you're watching this, you probably really enjoy fishing. If you love fishing, then you probably at least have thought about wanting to fish in tournaments. If this is true for you, I cannot wait to tell you about the new app called AI Angler. This app is really cool. All you have to do is go out, catch a fish, take a picture of it through the app, and the AI out of AI Angler takes care of the rest. It's gonna automatically enter you into any tournament that you qualify for on the app at any given point in time. For example, I'm gonna go fish for a tournament right now in my backyard. All right, let's get in the game here. There's my tournament winner right there. It's gonna be tough to keep him on my board. Scroll on over to the AI Angler app. Here we go. Now we're going to take a picture of our catch right there with the little camera feature. You can see right there, it automatically captures the day, the time. Also, a really cool note on the AI technology used in this app. I actually input the incorrect length on this fish, and the AI actually caught the fact that I entered in the wrong length, and it corrected it for me with a way more accurate length. Select the species, and boom. Cool thing about this is it automatically submits this fish catch into any eligible tournaments. So you could just be sitting there enjoying your day of fishing, catch an absolute monster, and then accidentally win a random free bass tournament that's going on that you didn't even know about. Folks, this is a really cool new app. It's free to download. Go check it out right now in the App Store. I'm gonna put a link right on top of the description as well to make it easier for you guys to download the app. Just check it out and see what we're talking about. There's gonna be a lot of tournament opportunities on the AI Angler app for the remainder of this year. There might even be a YouTuber tournament. You guys can actually compete against myself and other creators like Fishing with Yak Pack, Jigging with Jordan. Anyways, guys, thank you for letting me talk to you about AI Angler for a minute. Let's get back to the video. Well, we started with the biggest lure we had. Why not try the smallest one we have? How about a little inline spinner? And I think I've seen some bluegill activity already. Now, you guys know I'm just not the biggest fan of the inline spinners, but I have never made the claim that they don't catch fish. There's topwater blow-ups everywhere. Why am I not throwing the frog right now? It's just so grassy in this pond too. Like, we're gonna have to be making constant adjustments. I think it makes way more sense to throw something like the frog when we're seeing topwater blow-ups everywhere. And I mean, topwater is just more fun. That's what it looks like out of the package. One thing I'm not sure about with the live targets is how wide they are. Like, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that versus like a Spro or something that's more skinny, like a thinner frog. And I just feel like it's easier for the bass to get it in its mouth when it's a little thinner, you know? What about a chatterbait? We're just cycling through everything. Let's give everything a fair shake. I think I'm also gonna stay seated for a minute too. All right, chatterbait, I hear you chattering. Or I feel you, I should say. I think it's just, oh my God. I think that's grass. Whew. First cast, that would have been pretty nifty. I mean, I could probably stand up here and really be high on the hog, so to speak. Now, to be fair, the chatterbait critique from ChatGPT was from like the older models, I think. So I think all the problems have probably been fixed nowadays. Oh man, that was a bite. I just got bit on the chatterbait. Whoo, stopped me dead in my tracks. My God, I had a bluegill following me. Well, maybe that's a sign to pull out the stinking rooster tail. Come back, bluegill. Oh, we're on. Oh, we're off. Wasn't paying attention. I was looking the other way. As usual, I screwed it up. We were just on with something with the inline spinner. And I grinded for that bite and I wasn't even ready for it. What an absolute idiot. So since we're using a little inline spinner, please drop your best inline spinner tip down in the comment section, please. I still got bluegill following me in. That is insane that I did not catch a bluegill on the inline spinner. I've had multiple bluegill follow me up with a chatterbait, but yet they won't hit an inline spinner. What kind of world am I living in right now? Live target frog walks pretty good. I mean, it's not my favorite frog in the world, but you know, seems to be doing okay. This is crazy that I have not gotten a frog bite yet. I do have to say, look at what I'm sitting in right now. I mean, I'm surrounded by this, and there's just like little loose chunks of it everywhere, and there's gaps, and like, how in the world am I not getting attacked by little 1-pounders every cast? That dang Senko might be coming in handy right about now, huh? Probably drop that into some of these little gaps. I guess the bass just hate this live target frog too. It's not just ChatGPT. I'm gonna have to put on a weightless Senko. There's literally no choice. I have to do it. All right, Mr. Overrated. I don't know how anybody, real or machine, could think that the Senko is overrated. I guess it was really just the price mainly, and then like the lack of durability, or at least that's what people always say about the Yamamoto Senko. We're going straight weightless like the Senko was intended to be rigged. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there it is. Let's see how this thing looks falling. Oh my gosh, it shakes so good. Because if we can't catch a fish on the Senko, then we might as well just go home and never speak of this challenge again. There we go. Oh, something just came up and ate me. Does he have me? Stupidest hook set ever. I'm gonna sit down. First fish of the challenge, and it might be the smallest fish in the lake. I think he spawned 2 weeks ago. Oh, the Senko. At least we know there's fish in this lake. Oh my gosh, what a pipsqueak. But you know what? We appreciate you, man. You break the ice for us, get the skunk out of the boat. Whee! Oh my gosh, so we can still catch fish on Senkos. That's good. Yeah! One more cast just for the legendary Senko. But we have at least caught a fish on something in this video. That was actually pretty cool. I was bringing the Senko back up to the surface, kind of like, I don't know how you guys retrieve it. Everybody has their own way, but I like to cast it out, let it fall on its own, and then I'll reel up some slack and I'll just kind of pick it up a little bit and then just let it fall again. And that time I picked it up almost to the surface of the water, and fish just came out of nowhere and pow, hit him right underneath the surface. And for all the Senko skeptics out there, all the haters, this thing stood that one bite. I mean, withstood that one bite, I should say. Didn't tear apart, and there you go. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. ChatGPT. Ouch, just broke my wrist. Oh my God. He missed the frog. Eat it. You're right there. I think they really do hate this live target frog. I mean, oh God, something's waking. Oh. Dude, that cast got blown up on twice, and neither time did they get the frog in their mouth. Like, what in the actual is that supposed to mean? Look at this freaking mess. It's almost like ChatGPT tried to warn us. It was like, whatever you do, don't buy a live target frog. Those kind, they make your combo explode. God, this is so stupid, man. This just makes me irate. These are the moments that separate the weak from the strong. Right now, I'm feeling pretty damn weak. God, I'm starting to hate this frog. Well, I think it's safe to say the only thing that's overrated right now is me as a fisherman, because I am just sucking out here. All right, boys and girls, we've got all of our gear right here. We went ahead and switched up locations though, because we were not getting it done where we were. I have the remaining pile of lures that we have not been successful with yet, which is basically every lure except the Yamamoto Senko at this point. But along with our venue change, we now have a strategy change. Well, actually we didn't change everything because we still have the live target frog tied on, but I did tie on the little Bill Lewis rattle trap, and look at that color right there. Pink on the top, chartreuse on the bottom, like a white translucent body. That's kind of insane looking. Put the crack and crawl, the old Guggen Baits crack and crawl, on a little light Texas rig. Then on my spinning combo here, my TikTok spinning combo, by the way. A lot of you guys said this was your favorite combo from that TikTok video, so I ended up just keeping this thing. Oh my! The owner of this pond is always telling me that there are massive bluegill out here as well. Oh shoot, that dog scared me. What's up, buddy? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I've met you before, but you scared the piss out of me, brother. Come here. Come on. You remember me, don't you? Well, now he hates me now. After that reaction, who would love me? But I went ahead and tied on one of these inline spinners out of the pack. I was using the black one, now I'm using the white one. We'll see if there's a difference there. Maybe we can hook a monster bluegill in this pond as well. Oh, we got followed all the way up to the boat. What is this? What do we got? Oh, it's a big bluegill. It is a big bluegill. Oh my goodness. So fast. Such a fast blow up. No hookup though. I'm honestly just not a fan of this body type. It's just so big. Seems so unnecessarily wide, and thus it might make it harder for the bass to get it all the way in its mouth. Wow, that was a really good top water blow up right there. I feel like that's a good sign. Oh no! Oh! That was the stupidest thing. Oh my goodness. I was like hung up in some brush, this stuff right here, and a bass came and knocked me off of the branch, ate me off of the branch that I was snagged on. And I had to do a stupid hook set on because I was in such an awkward position. Just a terrible fisherman overall, basically. I think I'm gonna change the title of this YouTube video to World's Most Overrated YouTube Fisherman, because I am just doing a terrible job here. Just stepped out of my flip-flop. Well, that's the second bite we've got already at this new pond. I'm not even gonna mess with that bass right now. What an insane eat. I was trying not to freak out because there's a decent bass on a bed right there. What? Live target frog. I had to do a stupid hook set again. There's overhanging tree branches right here. I knew if I just did a regular hook set, I was gonna snap my rod into 3 places. The live target frog. It might be overrated, it may not be overrated, but one thing we can say, it does catch fish. Whoop. Thank you, friend. Really appreciate you. Ah, oh, ooh, ooh, did you hear my skin ripping? See, that's what I love about life. It's always really quick to balance you out, you know? You catch a fish, you have an incredible emotional high, and then a thorn bush wraps around your ankle and Satan himself grabs a hold of you. You know, something good happens to you, something bad happens to you, balances out, right? Since we got this pretty decent bass on bed over here, it looks like, went ahead and grabbed the crack and crawl combo. I mean, what better bed bait than a little crawfish imitation, you know? There you go, it's about the best view I can give you guys. You can just see though, there is a nice long shadow right there on what looks like a bass bed. Crack and crawl going in. I need this first cast to be good. That's a pretty strong first cast, although the fish did spook off really hard. Let's just kind of flip around it a little bit. Just flip some casts off this tree just for the heck of it. Oh, I just got hammered. Oh, pulled it out of his mouth. Is it me? Like, am I the one? Do I just really suck at fishing now? Is there any chance he would ever eat again? Probably not. That was such a good bite too. Dang, dang, dang it. Off the other side. Oh, and I broke off. Oh my gosh. Why does it have to happen like that? Come here. Piss. Miss one fish right there to the left of the tree, break off on another to the right, which very easily could have been the long bass we were seeing on this bed. Gosh darn it. This has been a rough challenge for me. And I don't think it's the lure's fault at all. Just want to get on the bed for a minute. Just kind of sit on that bed. There we go. We are right in the middle of it. I'm going to stay right there until she comes back. Oh, she's back. Oh, she's back. Oh, she just saw it. Oh, there's 2 of them. There's 2 bass on the bed. Oh, they're looking at it. One of the male's about to eat it. The little one's about to eat it. Oh my gosh, they're both nosing up on it. One of them's about to eat it. One of them just did eat it. Yeah. No. Guys, I just hooked the big one. We make it over the log clean and she still comes off. That is just an absolute heartbreaker. Like, I just tied this rig up. This is a brand new hook, brand new tungsten. I mean, everything's tight. I mean, oh my goodness. Most overrated fisherman. I'm gonna say it again. I think I am making a really strong case for myself. We have lost a lot of fish. It's also why they call it fishing and not catching. I know it's corny, but it's also applicable. No. Oh, tungsten to the face, anybody? And we're right back in the same tree we were. Ironic. I'm basically standing on top of where that bed was. I just wanted to get access over here because I have seen a lot of activity. I kind of got it in there. Ooh. What a run. Did you guys hear that? Get up here, buddy. You're not getting away this time. Sheesh, this was not one of the big ones, but who cares? What an eat. Finally, we have had some heartbreakers. Look what he did to my crack and crawl. He straight up Lieutenant Dan'd it. That initial run by him was insane. He got hooked really good too. Well, the crack and crawl is destroyed, but by golly, it brought a fish in. Not a very big fish. See you later, brother. Slowly but surely, we are chipping away at the top 10 most overrated lures, and That's either 3 or 4 that we've been successful at so far. But that probably does bring us to the next phase of this mission. We need to get off of our feet because we've kind of reached the end of the line here. I think it's going to be kayak time from here on out. I love it. We're in here, baby. Well, I immediately want to throw that crankbait, that Bill Lewis rattle trap, because we out here in some open water. I just feel like that's gonna get the job done. I'm gonna look at that thing in the light of day. That is just a good looking crankbait. And I'm gonna throw it right here on this dam. Oh my God, you can see that thing a mile away. Not sure how well you guys can see it, but man, it is visible in the water. We're on. Second cast. He's barely hooked. He's a squeaker and he didn't get in. Does that count? He kind of touched the outside of the boat. Oh my gosh, what a squeaker. Ah! Yeah, it kind of just felt like I was snagged on some grass for a second when he bit, respectfully. Right on par for how this video has been. We've just lost a lot of fish. This rattle trap does move and shake and do all that good stuff in the water. I can see why this is the OG, the original. I can see why it was so revolutionary when it first came out. I mean, I'm sure it just blew people's minds. What about the old inline spinner? My arch nemesis in the fishing world. I'd honestly love to whack a big bluegill. And this could still catch bass or really anything. Oh, I just got hammered. Oh, I had fish fighting over it. There's still fish, there's fish following him. Right now, there's fish with him. Come in the boat, friend. He almost threw that treble in my eye. Oh, there he is. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. There were fish fighting over that inline spinner right there. I'm trying to catch another one. I don't even know how I would handle it, but I thought it was bluegill, but it was bass fighting over it. Oh, I just had something else chasing it right now. I've got a bass in my hand and we're about to catch another one. Man, on the inline spinner. Get out of here, Junior. Overrated what? Oh my goodness, I am just getting blown and not in a good way. Oh boy, hold on now, tree. Don't do it to me. Dang, I really wanted to catch a bluegill with that. I mean, we still could. We could keep trying. Oh, we got followed all the way up to the boat. What is this? What do we got? Oh, it's a big bluegill. It is a big bluegill. Let's go. This is why people probably throw inline spinners right here. Oh, shoot. I was hoping we could get our hands on a big bluegill today. Look at him on the inline spinner. What a fish. He's all scarred up and stuff too. His noggin's all bleeding. Look at that fish. That's so cool. Okay, I'm officially like coming around on the inline spinner. Another lure knocked off the list. I'm feeling really good about today versus yesterday. We haven't even got to the back portion of the pond where there's a lot of shallow water. There's a lot of the bigger fish we've caught out of this pond have been caught back there. We haven't even ventured back there yet. What about a chatterbait? If they won't eat the crankbait because it's like super white and pink, maybe this black and blue chatterbait will look more like a traditional bluegill to these fish. I'll do it. Oh, that's a tree. That is a tree, brother. Not too many bass up there. No takers on the chatterbait so far. All right, we got the popper. Yes, first time we've used this one. And this was one of the more surprising ones on this overrated list because like how could a popper be overrated, you know? Oh God, it's in me. I've just seen so many top water explosions. We've got to give this a try. Dude, that popper sounds so good. Oh shit, something just attacked me. But I can't stop drifting. I think a bluegill just attacked my top water. That's not a bluegill. That's not a bluegill, boy. What a jumper. Oh, please hold hooks. Get him in the boat, please. Thank God for straight braid. Oh, I'm in a knife fight. I think I got attacked by a bluegill at first, and that attack quickly turned into an escalated attack from a largemouth bass. Oh, I got that hook out of your eye, man. That was really good luck. I'm also using scissors instead of pliers. Let's go! The popper. Do you guys say popper when you use this Rebel, or do you say popper like everybody else? Oh man, aggressive bass, not big. Who cares, man? Like, I'd love to catch big bass every time I go out. Some people can probably do that, but that's not me, man. I'm just happy catching fish. And with bites like that, I'm extra happy. Well, it only makes sense if the popper just got destroyed immediately, then the torpedo should be next up on the menu for these fish. I actually like the action on the torpedo. It's just, I can see how evolution took us to a more sophisticated version of this with like a whopper plopper or just any number of top water lures that we have available today. But it's still pretty cool. These hooks are so sharp, it's actually like super scary when the fish comes in the kayak with me. Oh, I don't want to treble in my thigh. Oh, the wind just died all of a sudden. This is not going to help us. Man, that's still pretty good. I think definitely just sounds like a bug. That's a tree. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That fish went so crazy. Oh, look at the acrobatics. This is probably the biggest one of the day, too. We gotta land this fish on the torpedo. For the torpedo. It's okay, he choked it. Just grab the braid. Oh, he's not even big, he shrunk so much. Gosh, he choked it though. Yoinks. I can't let my foot off of him or he's gonna throw a treble in my calf. Look at how he ate it. Oh, it's not even hooked. He's barely hooked at all. That's just a skin hook. That came right out. Unbelievable. Look at my guy. He's kind of built like a torpedo himself. Long and tubular. Another bite on the throwback topwater. And these bites have been insane. Not a big one. Less than a 2-pounder, but once again, who cares, man? When you're getting bites like that, who cares? Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready to say the torpedo or the popper are overrated. I could think of a lot of different adjectives to describe those baits, and maybe outdated might be one of those adjectives, but overrated, that will never, ever come out of my mouth again. Now, at this point in the challenge, we're kind of crushing right now, because by my calculations, we have only remaining the chatterbait, the lipless crankbait. We also have the big swim bait, which I have not forgotten about, and the banjo minnow. So we have only four baits remaining if we want to complete this ultimate overrated lure challenge. Slam. That was a lot of words. Oh man, that was a fish. Dumbest hook set ever. It's all good. Keep it moving. We are on. That looks like a good fish, boys and girls. Tell me he's still there. Yeah, he's still there. He's not hooked very well. Oh God, he's not that big, but he's a crankbait fish. I got this fish in some of the deepest water out there, which is, I thought that was my only chance with the crankbait. Oh man, the old rattle trap doing its thing, rattling up a storm out there deep. And some of these fish have decent frames, but man, none of them are big. That is a fact. They're all kind of skinny, but had me going for a second. I thought I actually had like a 3 or 4 pounder, which it's just another 1.5 pounds, don't worry. How could you have even thought the Bill Lewis rattle trap was overrated though? I mean, on another note, was there anybody here watching this video that didn't think the rattle trap was gonna catch fish? I mean, you keep chucking that thing out there enough times, you're gonna bring a fish back in eventually. That was such a great bite though. In the deepest water of the pond, just stopped the crankbait dead. Oh man, I think we've only got 3 lures left by my calculation. We're getting dangerously close to completing this. I do think I'm craving another water change though, so I'll see you guys back at the house. All right, well, we've only got the crankbait, chatterbait, which I had to tie on the secondary chatterbait that I bought, the white and chartreuse, because I broke off the black and blue one, and the big swim bait. That's all we got left. It's super windy today, backyard pond. It's kind of overcast too. Really like these conditions for the remaining lures that I have. That looks good. Anybody by the dock? Fish. Right off the dock. That's right where he's supposed to be. Chatterbait caught him slipping. Caught him slipping. Hey there, friend. Oh, hey there. You're feisty. I like it. That is one for the chatterbait right there, and that also might be a remover. That might be a little slot removal fish for this pond. That's one for the chatterbait right there. I got to say, not surprised by that one. Right off the dock. I'm gonna go get rid of him off camera. Once again, that was one of the most ridiculous items on the overrated lure list, but I think we all knew that was a load of malarkey. On another note, check out how many tadpoles there are over here. Look at this line of tadpoles right here. That's literally like a million tadpoles right there. Just everywhere, all up and down this bank here in the cove. That's so cool. It's just to see the pond. Oh look, dude, one just hit right there when I turned. That's so crazy. I'm like spooking the bluegill out to the bass, and then they're just attacking them. I'm so sorry, bluegill. So it's come to my attention that we've definitely caught one on the crankbait. I don't know why I thought we hadn't, which means we're down to the big daddy now. This thing is really not a bad looking swim bait. It's probably not the best I've ever held in my hand. Oh, I just clanked it off the dock. Now it's really not gonna be working right. I need an island fish. That's what I need. I'm an island boy. I like this side of the pond a little bit better right now though, because there's wind on it. There's a lot of water moving over here. Man. Uh-oh, here comes neighbor Daryl. I hope his truck makes it through that little passage. He's brave driving his truck up on that new dam. Oh, I just had a bass follow me up with Daryl coming up. No way. That's such crazy timing. He followed me all the way up on that big swim bait. Man, you are my good luck charm.
That is one huge lure right there. Half the size of the fish.
I know it. This is my last bait that I had to catch a fish on.
Okay.
I had one hook in his lip. That is crazy. He's trying to eat that
You'd have to
big...
chew him in 2 pieces to eat him.
I mean, that's a decent fish.
It is. That's good eating size right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's real good.
For a bass?
Yeah, because it's a perfect size fillet. And, you know, You don't have to cut the fillet down.
Right. Luckily for you, buddy, we're not eating bass today. Man, that was so cool. You were my good luck charm. Let me put this bass back, Daryl. Wow. That was such a crazy way to get the last bite of the day. The bass that size, like a 2-pounder chasing a swim bait that big, I have to feel like that's a good sign of health in the pond. Holy.
Brim in here?
Oh yeah, tons. Oh yeah.
I got them 2 fly rods. We need to come down here one evening and try to catch, see if they'll hit them fly rods.
Absolutely.
I got a bunch of popping bugs.
You gotta teach me how to throw a fly.
Yeah, I got 2 fly rods in there.
Well, that was really cool. Catching the final fish of this little slam right in front of neighbor Daryl as he pulls up. Doesn't get any better than that. Check this out. I don't know at what point that this happened with the swim bait. If you look closely at that hook on the left right there, you'll notice that it's missing one of the barbed treble hooks. And I don't know if that broke off during the fish fight or what. Who cares though, because we just witnessed that swim bait, the overrated swim bait, catching a fish, and not even a big fish. While I was fishing with it, I was thinking in my mind, this might take a while. Like I might have to really grind, put in a lot of casts to get a big enough fish to commit to this swim bait. And the swim bait kind of accidentally proved that that theory is not actually always correct. This is a pretty good sized swim bait and it still caught like a 2-pounder, which is what that fish was, I would estimate. Maybe a little bit more than a 2-pounder, but I was thinking I was gonna have to catch a 3-pounder or bigger. Clearly though, not only was I mistaken about that, ChatGPT can suck it because pretty much every single one of these lures, all 10 of them, worked. So whether they're overrated or not, doesn't really matter in my opinion. Score 1 for man, 0 for the robots. For all the people worried about AI taking over the world and dragging us humans down, bro, they don't even know about fishing lures, so fuck them. Get in that comment section which lure is maybe your personal favorite lure or a lure that you hate. Do you agree with ChatGPT? Do you disagree? Am I stupid? I want you guys to answer all those questions in the comment section. And of course, subscribe to the channel, which is the most overrated fishing channel on YouTube, potentially. You know what? I'll wear that crown. Thank you guys for all the support at nfgshop.com. All that support is going to translate into a really cool thing that we're gonna be able to launch in the summer in July, which is the energy pouches. I've been talking about it a lot, and I really hope you guys give it a try. Give them a try, even if you're not a dipper. There's also gonna be a massive giveaway attached to the launching of these energy pouches. Stay subscribed to the channel, smash the thumbs up button on this video. Thank you guys for watching as usual. I'll be back with a new video very soon. Thank you guys very much for watching. I love you, I love you, I love you. Peace out.